Hi, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about slime, how to unlock it, and how to finish the missions for it, and how to do 4,000 damage in one mission with slime, in one attack, alright? So, first things first, I had a couple of people in my YouTube comments and in Twitch chat seem to be unsure on how to unlock slime. They didn't know it was from a quest, they thought you'd have to pull for it, but no, slime is free for everyone, you don't pull for it. So come into events. In the first events tab, you'll have Dragon Quest Tact Collaborative Story Event. In the very first mission down here, you'll see that slime is a reward right here. Just do this mission. You can literally be level 5 to do this mission, so anyone can do this mission, brand new players and veterans alike. Now, once you do that mission, don't worry about the rest of this stuff for now. Just back out, and then you'll see you get a new quest thing unlocked, and it's called A Slime's Adventure in Ardra. So you're going to want to come in here, and you're going to get these missions, right? So work your way up these missions. You'll see that you only get like 1 shard per mission or 5 shards or whatever, and you'll be like, what the heck? That's not enough to do anything with. Well, for a normal unit, that would be true, but slime actually does not require hardly any shards to LB up, so all you need is to do some of these missions, and you'll be able to get this guy to LB5 in no time. Just keep working your way through. Once you've finished all these missions, your slime will be LB5. Alright, so you see the shards do amp up a bit. Now, to get the 4k damage done, this is one of the tricky ones. Basically, you can auto missions 1 through 9 for the most part, and it's easy, right? But in the 4th mission here, you need to deal 4,000 damage or more with a single attack. This can be very tricky, and to get this last batch of shards to make him LB5, you do need to clear all missions at the same time, so that does include doing this 4,000. Now, another thing to note in here, remember, do not pick up any crystals. It will be tempting. Some of these mobs will drop crystals, and you'll be like, nice, I need that heal, I want it so bad. No, don't pick up any crystals, it's bait, and it will cause you to fail the missions there, and you won't get the shards at the end. Now, you can see I'm level 90. When I did this initially, I was level 89. I will go over my Esper. So, I went with Igon, however you say it. Because it's a hybrid Esper, and slime does have both physical and magical attacks, so I wanted an Esper that has both physical attack and magic for magic. But you could go with anything, honestly. If you do this fight using mainly the magic attacks, you could go with a magic Esper, or if you want to just brute force it with attack, which is kind of what I do in this, you'll see. You could go with like Odin, or Guard Scorpion is probably a really good one, because you can juice up the lightning attack on that. But just go with an Esper. I went with this because it's a lightning Esper, and it's got decent magic and attack. Alright. As far as your card goes, I am using Celir vs. Rachis round 30. This doesn't do a whole lot to... This also actually has high magic and attack, but it doesn't boost up my magic, because slime doesn't get the benefit from this. So you could go with a card like Ramu, and that would possibly help you more, or if you're going the physical route, which I did, you could just go with a physical card. You could probably go with Guard Scorpion. That will juice your damage into next week. Or you could go with whatever. Just maybe even Ifrit would do the trick. Anyways, let's get into it. Make sure you have auto off. This fight is very tricky to do with auto. Let's get into it. One other thing to note before we start the fight is you want your bravery and or faith to be as high as possible. You can max these at 97. I would suggest maxing them if you can. If you want to be lazy like me, maybe you can get by with them being a bit lower. Now, in my strategy here, I just use straight bravery. I know a lot of people will use the faith from the magic. I did level them both a bit. And yeah, this is my setup if you're curious. We won't need to really use the TMR ability. I just have the TMR on because it adds attack. Also, this ring has a balance of magic and attack, but you can use whatever items you have. Oh, and I did use the Coral Sword because it has lightning attack up 30. It does have crit hit rate up. Slash attack, he doesn't have any slashing moves, but yeah. You can just use whatever hard-hitting items you have, and you should be able to do this. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, auto off. I'm going to want to move here first so that the Mind Flayer over there does not paralyze me, alright? And then I'm going to accelerate myself, turn 1. Now, the acceleration is kind of important. You want your agility to be a bit up. You can probably use a TMR or a piece of gear if you want to help raise your agility some if you don't quite have it. But the reason we're raising our agility is because we want to make sure we can chain this guy. I'm going to try to kill this guy early on, because this robot thing here, when he dies, he'll respawn at the top of the map, but he'll be friendly, so he'll help you out. And then in that case, you won't need him anymore. I'm just going to hit Emergency Meditation here for the second turn. Another thing you could probably hit in this turn is the attack up if you don't want to do emergency. If you're struggling to do the damage, you could have hit Oomph instead of Emergency Meditation, possibly. I haven't tried it because I do have enough damage. But here, I'm going to slam this guy with Body Slam because this thing has Doom and it's super annoying to deal with. If it gets Doom off on you or your friend, then it's just instant death basically after a few turns, so it's not cool. Now, what I'm gonna do here is come here and I'm gonna Body Slam him. Now, this guy was paralyzed. If this girl sometimes attacks him first, you'll get a chain 1 here. But I'm just gonna Body Slam because she didn't attack. She's paralyzed, unfortunately. She's paralyzed again. So I might not be able to get the damage here because 2 Body Slams, but I am going twice in a row. So you'll see I do have chain 1, and that did 4,100 damage. Now you can actually get a chain 2 there if the paralyzed doesn't proc on this she slime, and then you would actually get a chain 2 there, which is even more damage. But that's how I did it with the physical attack move, and I just chained with myself, basically, and I used Body Slam. The first hit of Body Slam will hit that guy with defense down, and then the second hit is what does the damage. Now you can see he respawned up here. So now the rest of the fight, we're just going to go through and win it. Make sure you don't pick up any crystals, because the crystals will fail it. I'm going to kill this guy next, because he can be super annoying with his Paralyze. Alright, that She Slime has been paralyzed in the next week. This guy can go toe-to-toe with Typhon up there easily. We don't have to worry about him. I'm just going to come down here. I think Oomph, now is a good time to hit Oomph. Possibly. Maybe that wasn't good. I don't know. Oh, well, that guy just knocked me out of here. Do not pick that crystal up. It's going to be appealing. Don't do it. Just come over here, hit this guy with a Body Slam. Now his defense is down. You should be able to take him out with She Slime. See? Boom. Do not pick the crystal up now. And then just run over here. Just do whatever buffs you can along the way. I'm not going to use my TMR buff just to show that it's not needed. I'll just hit Hustle Dance to get myself some AP. Now I have enough AP to use. Alright. I'm just going to wait so I get my turn faster. This guy up here, he's going to be fine. It might actually kill the guy before I get there. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, never mind. He turned his attention towards me, and our counterattack finished him off. So it's as easy as that. Make sure you have the Esper Resonance, and make sure you have the Bravery. Now, like I said, it's a little bit tricky to do it on that robot guy that I showed, because it does require you to chain with yourself. But with Agility, you can easily chain with yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you could use the attack buff in the place of where I used emergency maintenance, and that will make you hit even harder. I should have done that, honestly, but I did it not showing it just in case you wanted to, if you're struggling with damage, if you're still not quite hitting for the hard enough damage, even with that strategy. And then real quick, yeah, let me just show you guys. Again, my resonance, or my bravery is only 92. I'm lazy, I didn't get it to 97 yet. I will do that after this, though. And my resonance with this Esper. If you're a new player and you don't know what Esper Resonance is, basically, you get 100% of that Esper's stats if you get Esper Resonance to level 10 here. You can see, that's it. Esper stats 100%. So that means I am getting the benefit from all these stats. For example, let's look at someone that doesn't have it. If you're wondering how to level up an Esper, every time you do a fight with that Esper equipped, it will say, this will go down. So I need to do 93 more fights with Nivlu to make her Esper level 4. Alright, so that sounds like a lot, because that's like, wow, I have to do like 1,000 fights to max an Esper out on Slime for this mission? That's crazy, I can't do that. Well, there are a couple ways to make it way easier. If you go into, let's back down here a little bit. If you go to the key quests, and you have any affinity resonance keys, every time you run one of these keys, your Esper will level up 1 full level per run. So you can essentially max out an Esper on your unit in 10 attempts of this fight. And from a Hiroki gift last week, we did just get 30 keys. So unless you just started playing the game today, everyone should have a bunch of these keys. So 10 fights, you can max out an Esper, not bad. Or additionally, if you have one of these super keys, this will max out an Esper in one single fight. The XL keys. These are rare though. We don't really get these very often. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much Slime. Hopefully this helps somebody or everybody or whatever. This is it. Slime is in War of the Visions. He's free. You get him by the missions. And yeah. So you can see my Slime is level 90. When I did that quest initially, I was only level 89. And yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I did actually max out all the stats here too. So this might have helped with the agility to chain with myself, and also maybe some of the damage or something. I don't know. There is some magic and attack in here. So, and I maxed out the abilities, especially since I only use Body Slam. You're going to want to max out Body Slam. Or if you're going the magic route with a magic Esper and Faith, you're going to want to max out the other abilities. I did max out everything. And lastly, the vision card that I used didn't really help add much damage. You could use, if you're going the damage route with Body Slam, you could use even something like Ifrit, or a card that will significantly raise your attack. Like Guard Scorpion, if you're lucky enough to have Guard Scorpion, stuff like that. Or just something that will raise your lightning ability. And if you're going the magic route, you could raise something that will do the magic. But anyways, yeah, I hope this helped. And good luck to everyone. Enjoy your Dragon Quest collab. And yeah, I don't know, that's it. So see you later.